Hi, welcome to part 2. In this part I'm going to work on the maquette, which really is actually, I'm not going to call it a maquette anymore, but it's the thing of the medieval clock. Basically it's a working model just to see what kind of thing happens when I try to make a clock that shape. So let's take a look now. Let's just move the camera down a little bit. And there it is, as I was showing you in yesterday's video, and I've now got it mounted on the lathe. And I will quickly show you it mounted on the lathe. Actually, there it is. There's the boring shot of how it's done. It is a 4 and a bit inch faceplate by Record Power, Sheffield, England, with the screws on the inside. Let's just find out where we were before. Is that it? No, that'll do. And let's zoom in a bit and take a closer look. Right, so this is not the maquette anymore, because maquettes can be made out of anything and they're just kind of to test the shape. This is actually going to be a working clock, and it's a giveaway as well. It's going to be given away to a subscriber, so get subscribe in there. And where I've marked these are roughly where I think the holes on the back of the faceplate are. I want to cut the dial somewhere in kind of around here. This is a little bit too tight. I measured it with a pointer. It's a bit too tight. So let's do some turning and see what we come up with. Seems to have got it, but I need this to be the exact thickness of the sheet of plastic below the surface, and it isn't, and that's going to mean it's going to bulge out, and I'm not going to like the look of it. These things were always set back, and the real thing is going to be a bowl set right back in a square box. I think this might be a little bit on the thin side for what I wanted to do. It may actually have the clock mechanism coming out the back yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I am terrified of hitting the screws, which are all about here. That's my problem. Because if I do that, I will knacker my tool. But I'm going to go a little bit further. That looks like about 6mm, maybe 7mm, so it's hiding right back, which is where I want it. Okay, I think that is reasonably, moderately good news. This is meant to look like a really mad kind of ancient medieval clock. At the moment I'm thinking of using a piece of plastic to go across the middle here. Just don't know what to do there. Let's take a closer look. There we are with everything taken out of the way. Well, I like the look of this round here. It needs a bit of finishing, a bit of careful sanding, a bit of looking after basically. I'm not too worried about this being rough here, because somehow I'm going to bring the clock mechanism through here, and there's going to be a plate that overhangs this, and the pointer is just going to go slightly over the edge of the plate. That's the plan anyway. Who knows? You just never know with this thing. Well, that's floored me a bit. I've actually got more or less the shape I want here, but it is much too thin for what I actually had in mind. It gives me the chance now to measure the pointer, the hand on it, because I only wanted to have one hand to do the hours, but it does actually have a minute hand and a second hand shaft on this. So if the lucky winner, get subscribing by the way, if the lucky winner actually wants minutes and seconds on it, that can be done. I'm going to make it so that that'll be your choice, and if you let me know what you want when you win it, if you win it, and I'm sure you will, well, one of you will anyway, if you let me know what you want, I'll sort all that out before I pack it up and send it to you. Anywhere in the world, I'm taking a good punt on this, because it's been great meeting so many people on YouTube, and I'd just really like to give something back. So it's on its way, but let's have a think about what to do with this, and how to actually fit it through there properly. This is doing it to my eyes now. Is it sticking out or sticking down? It's sticking down, of course, as you've just seen me do it, but doesn't that show you just what a difference a thing can make to the eye? particularly because the kind of clock I'm making would have been a town clock high up on a wall that no one looked directly at, but it would have caught their eye as it went past. And this is a bit of the old magic. There's no paint, there's no plastic, there's no craziness. That's just what happens when you cut a nice kind of dish shape into wood with a moat in the middle. And it's what's going to happen to this moat in the middle that kind of perplexes me now, because the clock movement is actually wider. Sorry about the terrible light, there's no room in here to get my lighting in. I'll have to get brighter bulbs or something. But yeah, the clock movement is kind of a bit too wide there. I might have to take this top part off and have it so it could hang on the wall another way, but essentially it's going to be a small mantle clock, so I want to have it standing on its feet. That's the straight edge. I haven't touched that edge yet. I think that'll be the base of it. That stands up nice and easy on the battered old bandsaw table. But this is the problem, right? Look at that end grain. This is what happens when you sharpen a plane, guys. I'm not going to bore you with plane sharpening, but if you're into woodwork, learn to sharpen a plane. It's fabulous. So if I stick it on the back, it's only going to come through that far. So really I want it kind of some way inside, which is a bit crazy, but I think worth doing, because this is going to be something unique, and it's already teaching me quite a lot about what I want to do with the large bowl full-size version of it. Well, that's taken it, if not to another level, at least to another level towards getting it made. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun, but I need to think some more about it. It's all in the thinking. I've got the set of 3 hands here that came with it. I'm just going to fit the hour hand and see what else I can do with it, because that's the way those clocks were, you know. But there we are, all being well, I will be back tomorrow with some more of this. Live doing the psychic readings, Sunday 6:30 PM by the way, don't miss it. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you could share me around the internet, that would be great. All the best guys, see you soon.